Hey, we are Jason and Kara Lackey, and we are the creators of the Know and Love Personality Quiz for Kids. In this video, we're going to show you a real-life dinner conversation that we had with our kids about a fight that the two of us had during this road trip that we took to see the beautiful Pando Forest in Utah.
I think I know why you like those trees so much.
Why?
Well, you know how they're all connected?
Yeah.
Well, our family is connected.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Alright, so here's the backstory. We drove 8.5 hours to see the Pando Aspen Forest in Fish Lake, Utah. Alright, so this is Pando, which means spread out. This massive forest of aspen trees that are all actually one gigantic tree. So if you dig 6 inches down there, you'll see that all these trees are actually connected to each other. And scientists have actually studied the DNA of separate trees around the forest, and they found that they're identical. So Pando is among the largest, heaviest, and oldest living organisms on Earth. Bigger than a blue whale,
Yeah.
bigger than a
Blue
dinosaur.
whale.
I think.
I think.
It's
Maybe we need to
We'll
research
fact
that.
check.
Yeah,
We'll fact
fact. To me, it represents how families operate. We're all interconnected. Each of us are separate beings, just like there's separate trees, but beneath the surface, we're all connected. And when we're disconnected, we all feel it.
It's like the trees, as a big system, have a check-in process where they tell each other
What they
if
need.
something's wrong and what they need. And isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's probably how they live so long.
Yeah.
It's over 1 million years old.
Yeah. So
So they-
they probably had some kind of system built into them that's just like what we're doing right here, where we check in with each other and see if anyone needs anything. Because if one part of the tree is dying or hurting or has a disease
Or
or
bugs are
has
getting
bugs
into
are
it.
getting into it, it can kill the entire tree.
Because they're all a community.
Because it's all connected. And so that's
Same
why
with
it's
trees.
important, like for us and our family, that we check in with each other, because if one of us is having a hard time, all of us are having a hard time.
Yeah.
Because when we're connected, we feel that, right?
Just like last night.
Okay, so when Tegan said last night, here's what happened. Things start going south for us. And after leaving the most connected forest in the entire world, we drove back to our hotel. We were all tired from camping the night before. We didn't sleep. It was raining on us. We were freezing. We were all hungry. So none of us were in a good place. Not all 6 of us.
Yeah, not one of us was well.
Yeah. We were on the struggle bus.
Alright, so we got to our hotel at about 10 p.m. and it was my job to set up the beds for the boys. And our 5-year-old, unfortunately on this evening, decided that he did not want the bed that I was setting up for him. It was just this little cot. He wanted a different cot that took about 15 minutes or so to set up. And
I did not want to set up the cot because he was already throwing a fit because it was 10 p.m. and so exhausted, and I just wanted to get him to sleep. And Jason was saying, no, I'll set up the cot. I was like, no, you're not going to set up the cot.
Make everything okay and set up the cot.
And I wasn't willing to do that. And so we ended up getting in a fight over a cot. And I was yelling, and he left to go for a walk and calm down. And then our 5-year-old was screaming at the top of his lungs because he wanted the bed that he didn't have. And then all of our other kids started crying and the meltdowns, and it was just a mess.
Yes.
Okay, so now you know the whole story. We're gonna go back to our dinner conversation that we had with our kids about this fight.
Well, when other people are in a bad place, it makes other people feel like they're in a bad place too.
Yeah, that's true.
So was that difficult for you last night?
Yeah, that's
Why?
interesting, because any disconnection in our family is tough for all of the families. Sorry, go ahead. Why?
Just like disconnection.
Because the disconnection.
Yeah. Also because we're just trying to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because we're all confused so if it goes down very fast.
Yes, it does.
It goes down fast because you're so mad and you're not talking to Dad effectively, and Dad has no clue what's going on, and then you two are goodbye. Reversed. Reversed. Dad's going out. Mom's dealing with Charlie. He's freaking out because he wants what he wants. And then Josiah, me, and Tegan are just like zero for what is going on. We'll just make them angry. We'll just make them feel better. What should I do?
What was it like for you last night?
Very hard.
Why?
I have no clue what's happening.
Yeah, we're all so confused. We're laying in bed like, what is happening?
But what I
Let
think,
JoJo talk.
it's like kind of like Super Mario World. You like start with 10 lives, and you're like ready to play. And once you get down to each level, you get madder and madder and madder because you can't do it.
It's interesting to hear your guys' perspective of when we have a fight. Pretty interesting. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for sharing that.
I think one of the hardest things for me is seeing other people upset. And I know you guys are very much the same way because you are very empathetic children. And you're very empathetic to us in particular. And so I think it is hard when we're, upset and you don't know what's going on. And so mommy and daddy will always be trying to limit having those kinds of reactions, and getting upset.
Well, that's part of life. Like, it's not weird.
Yeah.
We just feel bad, like, a while.
I think a lot of what went into last night and the disconnection was because the majority of us were operating between a 5, 6, and a 7. The majority of us were not in green. I know I wasn't. Who was on green last night?
No. Right. You were on the number.
Yeah, right.
You were definitely on the highest number.
He was tired. Everyone was tired.
Everybody was tired last night.
Look.
On that side and boys on
That is funny. But look, guys, there's nothing wrong with being on those numbers because you have, it's what happens when you don't sleep, and we had a long day. And you guys for the entire day had really good attitudes. It just all fell apart at the end of the day, which happens a lot.
Yes, it does. So I just want you to note that in your brain, that when you don't sleep the night before and you're traveling and you're hungry and it's been a long day and you had to take pictures, like there's a lot of stuff that went into that disconnection. It's so much easier to get disconnected when you're on red and orange. Like it just it goes real quick.
Yeah, it just because if you're all the way up green, it takes more levels to go down all the way to red. But when you're on orange, it takes a short amount of time just because you're already almost there.
Right.
Yeah. So this is pretty interesting, guys. Do you realize that last night, after seeing Pando, we had an example of what it means to have one part, to be like Pando and have one part of us go through something and struggle and have it affect all of us.
Yeah.
We all felt disconnected.
We all felt disconnected last night.
Every single one of us.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So knowing and loving each other is an ongoing process. It's kind of like a dance. Sometimes we'll be in sync and we'll be in tune with each other, and other times we'll be stepping on each other's toes and disconnected and fumbling. That's usually how I dance.
That's true.
It's super uncomfortable, and it's definitely a skill that you have to practice to get better at, like any other skill.
And it's probably the last thing that you want to do.
Yeah, honestly. But I do know that love deepens in the repair that's made after the disconnection. So the most important thing that you could do is just devote a little bit of time to those ruptures and situations that cause disconnection so that everybody can just make sense of it in their heads and repair and move forward.
Be sure to check out knowandlove.com for more resources, and keep an eye out for the next email where we'll show you our check-in dinner bloopers with our kids. Sometimes we have conversations successfully at the dinner table. Sometimes it's a total train wreck. But regardless, we're gonna share it with you.
We're gonna show you.